Hello, welcome back to Elite Dangers. I hopped into this system just now, by the way. Like literally, I just finished scanning that. I don't know if you heard the noise. So I'm finally on my way back from over here in the Itakrane area. Back to Seoul, finally. Or, well, like the main area, sell some stuff. And then a trek on into the Galactic Core. When I found this system just on my way to, I was just hitting up a black hole on my way home, you know. No biggie. But, I found this. The first thing I noticed is that recently I also went to a system where I nearly was dropped inside another star that was very close. This one's a bit farther, thank goodness. But, and then I noticed this. Holy crap. I found hot Jupiters before, but this one, I've never dropped in on the star with a hot Jupiter. It's always been around a partner, which is really neat. It's incredibly close, this one. 71,000 kilometers across. That's way too big, though, to do a good visual comparison. It orbits in 0.01 AU. It has a high eccentricity, though. Look at that beast. I think it's in fuel scoop range, probably. Let me lock onto this.
Fuel scooping.
I love hot Jupiters in this game, at least, because they're always, I think it accurately, because they should be tidally locked as far as I'm sure, unless it's a very unique one like a recently captured one. I can't slow down more than this, but look at this. So I'm like pretty much a little behind it, but I'm fuel scooping, and I am basically above this planet, and I'm fuel scooping at a decent amount too. What is that? That's like that's nearly 20% of my max fuel scoop. That's actually, yeah, that's about like 20% of my max fuel scoop. Which means that as I slowly go above, hey, it's got two little spirals there. But as I slowly go above this star, look how, this planet, look how close it is. I love getting the eclipses because it's very ellipsoidal, meaning its equator is a lot more stretched out than its poles. Like, its equatorial radius might be like the 71,000 or whatever it said. I'm gonna turn off my fuel scoop. So I don't keep getting fuel. I don't want to cap out and lower my jump range. But, so the poles might be only at like 60-something thousand kilometers when the equator is way at 70,000. You can see the physical difference on the map, and it's very evident when you actually get close to it. It's excellent. Let's see. Yeah, it's tidally locked. So normally, some like Jupiter and Saturn, all our gas giants, especially Jupiter, are also in this shape. You know, like a kind of like a squashed sphere, like an oval sphere. Sorry, I'm bad at talking. But not nearly this much, and that's due to the rotation. Obviously, Jupiter isn't that close, but because it rotates so fast, like it rotates in, I think, 10 or 12 hours, you know, very short. It's like 2/5 of a day or something it takes. So as it spins, its outer layers are sort of flung out a little bit. I mean, they're still gravitationally bound, but the material on the outside gets an assist fighting the gravity because the outward spinning motion. The well, even though centrifugal force isn't technically a force, you know, the same principle where because you're spinning it fast, it's getting flung outwards. So it's able to be. It appears squished when the poles are more or less the correct radius, while the outside is stretched. Don't think as like the poles are squished. Think of the equator as being stretched out. But in this case, because it's rotating fast. Granted, yeah. But it's tidally locked, so the gravity is always sort of affecting it, and that's another thing. Both the quick rotation and the fact that it's so close to its parent star, it gives it this. I think I'm far enough. Am I? Yeah. Look at that. It's the gravity and the rotation helps stretch out the planet essentially, making it this really weird look. I found a hot Jupiter around a M-class star, which is really neat because they were almost it was like a whole third of the size. But this is I think a G class, so it's a lot. It's big. This is a big planet, granted. This is the only other I've seen, like, it's on the higher end of the larger end of planets that I've seen in this game. And I think the larger end of how big planets can actually be. But look at that. Yeah, it looks like it's sort of, you know, like if you were to like have an animation of a ball like bouncing and, you know, compressing then stretching as it bounced back up. It kind of looks like that. It's just really neat. And then so scan that. Yeah, I haven't scanned that star, so get you a good view. Hot Jupiters are, I think, the easiest planets. That's the wrong button. The easiest planets for us to detect, like in real life, as exoplanets. Wow, this star is very far away. I don't care about that one too much. It's class 5. It's very hot. Oh yeah. So a thing I just saw. Hold on, let me give you the radius of this star, like in kilometers. Actually, it's pretty big. Yeah, so this star is 300,000 kilometers across. This planet is 71,000. This star's surface temperature is 2,159 Kelvin. This planet's surface temperature is 2,960 degrees Kelvin. This planet is literally, or at least its surface, is hotter than the surface of a star. The difference is, as you keep going inside, deeper and deeper inside this star, it gets hotter. Here, it will cool down somewhat due to the fact that it's not producing its own heat. It's only because it's so close. Actually, it's a K, but it's a very bright K. It looks yellowish. So yeah, just a short, neat little find. Those are really fun. Yeah, they're easy to find in real life just because they're so big and they're so close. They pass in front of their host star regularly, and if their orbit lines it up where it eclipses its host star, from Earth we can see that dip in the light curve. You know, like if we see like 100% of the star's light most of the time, but then as this massive planet that's so close covers so much of the surface area, it dips a noticeable amount. And we can tell then if it's consistent and it's periodic. We can tell the distance. We can tell the, well, so if it's periodic like that, we can tell, you know, obviously the distance and stuff. I gotta make sure not to rant again, go into ranting on exoplanets. But thanks for watching. Sort of short video, not really, haha, but about a cool hot Jupiter I found. Fly safe and adios, commanders.
2, 1, engage.